The first thing that a client looks for in a trial lawyer is somebody who's won a lot of cases. But I think the second thing that a client looks for in a trial lawyer is someone who gives them the confidence that you're giving them the best advice that you possibly can. When I was a much younger attorney, I thought that my job was to always say yes and just get things done. But as I've grown as an attorney, I think that the thing that the clients respond to most is deep honesty and being able to help them understand which case is the one that you take all the way to trial so that you can win, and which cases are the ones that you might want to get out of a little bit sooner. And the only way that you can do that with a client is to develop a deep relationship of trust and understanding, and that comes through always being honest and being in constant contact with them. I don't view myself as a woman patent litigator. I view myself as Heidi Keefe, great litigator. I happen to do patent cases. I happen to be a woman. The most important part is being myself and not trying to be something else or somebody else's vision of what a lawyer or a tech lawyer or a patent lawyer should be, but instead just being somebody who comes into court prepared and excited to tell the story of my client's technology and why we will win. Where Keefe stands out is that Keefe gets every level of being a tech company. From the time you were a startup who had nothing to now when you are the Fortune 50 company that everyone is gunning for. And Keefe has understood the way that technology blends into your business as well as into the law better than I think anybody else does. My dad was the local town pharmacist. My mom was the local town high school teacher. I got from the two of them, I think, some of my favorite things in the world, which is my love of science and my love of teaching. And I got to marry those two things together to actually become the patent litigator that I am today. I remember distinctly when I was in college and I was writing my thesis. It was all about dark matter and outer space, cosmology and astrophysics. And I actually wanted my mom to be able to understand it. And she didn't care about anything scientific. Not that she's not smart, she just didn't care. It wasn't interesting to her. And I would hear her telling somebody about my major, and she would get it right. I would just get completely excited. I think that's where I started to learn how to describe something deep science or deep technology to somebody who didn't care about it, to try to get them excited about it. It's something that I watch lawyers forget to do all the time. Forget to look over and see if the jury is following along. Forget to look over and see if your story is actually resonating. And it's not just juries, it's judges too. They're people too, and they need to be captivated by what you're saying. The reason that I love being in court is that I actually have created friendships and trust relationships with judges because I talk to them like they're people. And believe it or not, they then talk to me like I'm a person. I sometimes still feel like I'm playing when I'm in court, that it's fun. I like to tell people that Keefe is the law firm version of a startup. There are no hierarchies in startups. You just all have to dive in and get everything done, do whatever it takes to get the client the best business victory so that it can go forward and make the cool stuff that we love to use every day. And at Keefe, that's the way we practice law.